following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man never thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't trust me, big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to Crazy Jimmy, big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your wanna be, Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Stars. He'll dress
Yay! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, and pop culture and entertainment. And I want to say real quick that song was done by Ozzy Aziz, our opening song, and yesterday was his birthday, so happy birthday, Ozzy. And
her birthday was yesterday?
yes,
I didn't wish her a happy birthday. I have to today.
absolutely.
Is
So,
is my mic too low?
no, I hear you fine. I think you're okay. Everybody, can you
Okay.
hear us in the chat room? So anyway, we want to say hi to everybody. Before we get started, let me just first say hi to my gorgeously handsome, cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Not in a good mood.
Okay. And then we got a chat room full of people, and Roxy says our mics are good. We have a chat room full of people. What's up, everybody in the chat room? Teresa Sabin, B. Claudia from Germany, Jason Taylor, Don Hinton, Backpack John, Hub Reynolds, Lady Lake Music. Lots of people coming in. Hello, everybody, and I hope everybody's doing well. We got a fun show for you today. We're going to have Nina Bergman coming on, and a lot of people know her from all the movies that she's been in. She's fabulous, and she's also a phenomenal rock star. And then we also have Stacey Toy coming back, this time with Gil Loreiro. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his name. So they're with NFT Drop. It should be like a lot of fun. So happy to see everybody in the chat room, and we're going to have a lot of fun with you guys today.
Of course, you don't care why I'm not in a good mood.
Okay, why are you not in a good mood? Oh, look at how cool we look.
I know. Because we have such winds in California. Unbelievable 74-mile-an-hour winds blowing the desert into my house. My house is covered in sand, not dust, sand. We were having a concrete walkway put on the side of the house, which was all desert, and that was promoting the sand to blow up through the bathroom window all over the place. Well, living in these gated communities that are supposed to be so wonderful, you can't do jack crap without getting an approval. I didn't know that. I said to Jimmy, do we need an approval? Jimmy said, no. It's the side of the house. You only need an approval for the front lawn. I said, okay, I'm going to go and check. I went and I checked, and the guy said, oh, no, you need a permit to put the concrete down on the sidewalk. I said, it's a walkway. It's the side of my house. Nobody sees it from the street. He said, yes, I know, but you need a permit. Not a permit, permission from the, what is it called? Those kamikaze people. The board.
Kamikaze people.
I call them kamikazes. Anyway, we did the stuff, photographs and drawings, and like you think what the hell it was. It is a concrete walkway, period. So we couldn't have it done to tomorrow as it was scheduled, which is screwing everything up because they're supposed to knock out the bedroom wall and put the sliding glass doors in. And I'm just frustrated with what's going on today. It's difficult to get workmen because they say they're coming and then they don't come. And then you don't hear from them. And then suddenly they appear and get annoyed because you're not ready for them. Well, how would I know you're coming if you don't tell me and if you're not coming when you're supposed to? Anyway, I'm exhausted. I'm tired of the wind. I'm tired of the sand. It's destroyed a lot of our patio. My flowers, my beautiful iceberg roses, they're not there anymore. All the petals were blown off. Now I have greenery. So that's enough complaining for today.
They
So
say your hair looks beautiful.
my hair looks beautiful. You think so?
Yep.
I used to wear it like this
They
in
want to see your watch.
1954. I wore my hair like this. I'm very retro lately. The wristwatch I'm wearing is a 40, and it matches the shirt that I'm wearing.
49. That's the first one you got. That was the very first
That's
one.
my very first 49.
Yes.
Anyway, we'll have a good fun show because the gal that's coming on next, I'm totally impressed by. You know, she's really quite beautiful and a lovely person. So we're going to have a good show.
So we have a lot of fun, you guys, today. Actually, we were at a movie premiere a couple weeks ago for the Maybelline Prince, which is a friend of Ron's, had a movie premiere. We had a good time. And we were both looking at this girl, and I knew her, but I couldn't figure out who she was, and she was Nina Bergman, and that's who's coming on the show today.
Right.
And I had met her on another project many, many years ago, but we had never actually met. So we've been social media friends for probably ever since we started living in Pennsylvania. So probably about 8 years, but we had never met until that event, and now she's coming on the show, and she is just phenomenal. So I think everybody's going to love her.
The millions of us. Look, it's like we're an army on the TV screen behind us.
I know, I like that. It's
Hello.
fun.
We're millions. Look, I have a million Ron Russells. My God, we can't even deal with one Ron Russell. Could you imagine if we had all of these Ron Russells? The world would be a good place to live in, that's for sure.
Actually, I don't know if we said hi to Hub Reynolds either. Hub Reynolds is in the chat room.
Hub, what's going on, baby? How's the ranch? How's it
Come on,
going? Do
Astro.
you have a new girlfriend yet?
Oh, Astro's trying to get up.
He's so handsome. I don't know how come this guy doesn't have like 100 women after him. He might have 100 women after him, but I don't know that he really wants to get married. Hub, tell us, you want to get married?
I think he just wants to play the field that he's going to be a big country music star,
Yeah, he's just a seaman.
which
I'm not going to say anything more.
just a C-man. Okay.
Seaman, like, see you later, alligator man. That's Astro jumping up because he's on the show every week. Astro, say hi to your fans. Astro has fans. Yes, you have fans, you little pumpkin. Kiss daddy.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
Dawn says she watched Hell Hath No Fury, which is one of the newest movies that came out for Nina Bergman. I hope she liked it. I'm going to see it too. And Sweet Pie.
I
Sweetie Pie.
want to work with Nina. We're kind of, I will hear about it when I interview her. Right, Astro? Other than that, the wind's blowing and all the crap with the house. You know, if you've gone under construction in your house, you know what it's like. It's all discord. Everything is upside down. Like the bedroom, we had to move all the furniture to one side of the room and then put up plastic drop cloth walls so that when they blow out, because you know these houses are made out of stucco, and when you cut through stucco, you make a cloud of dust that you have never seen before in your life. And that dust just goes all over. It gets into the air conditioning vents. I know
Dust. We have dust everywhere. Ron complains
I'm never going to
you have
do
to
this.
dust and vacuum every day because of the sand and the dust.
I mean, you can't have a girl come once a week because by the time she comes back a week later, you're knee deep in boots walking around. And I'm not lying to you. The dust is, I could write in the dust. It's not
He
dust.
does every day. He writes on where the TV is in the bedroom on the dresser.
Dust me.
He writes "dust me" every day after we dust it.
I mean, really, you know, and my daughters live in the next town over, which is Palm Desert, and they live off of a golf course, which is all green. There's no sand, and their house is full of sand also, fine dust. It's not sand like at Jones Beach or Malibu Beach. It's like dust. It's like fine, but the sand here is not beige. It's black because it blows off the mountains and it makes clouds that fly over Palm Springs. So I was thinking of writing a song. Black sand clouds over Palm Springs. I'm going to commit Harry Carey. Anyway,
He's so cute. Look at it. Now you can see his face, everybody. He's
look at that. Astro, say hi to your fans.
He said it feels like your mood is improving.
Well, you know what? It does as I work because, you know, everybody knows if you have a problem in your private life, the minute you go to work, for some reason, that problem is gone. And I find that working gets rid of my inner thoughts because right now I have to interview someone and I have to make you people enjoy what you're watching. So that's a big responsibility, far more responsible than dusting. for sure.
B. Claudia says Astro should write the forward to your book.
Right? Isn't he
Hi,
cute?
Astro.
Look at him. Isn't he the most adorable, precious thing in the world?
That's the one thing that always makes Ron smile, no
Oh,
matter
I
what's
live,
going
I
on.
live for him. He follows me all over. He sleeps under my chin at night. I find him staring at me. I make believe I'm sleeping. I open my eyes very little and I could watch him and he thinks I'm sleeping. He sits there and doesn't move. He just stares at me. And I swear to you, it looks like he starts to smile because he shows you his teeth.
He does smile.
And he's not growling, he's smiling. I mean, dogs do smile. He loves me so much. Want my money?
And Breno says hook him up with somebody.
Hook him up. Listen, gorgeous, I don't need to hook you up with anybody. You,
You
can
should
go,
just walk down the
could-
street.
yeah, just wear, pad your underwear a little. Put like a towel in your front, in your jock strap. Put a towel like Tom Jones used to do.
There you go.
Go
Now you
into
can see
any
Astro.
club and you'll have women throwing themselves at you. Just be sure and don't let them think that the towel is it. You get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Hub is a sexy.
I'm just
looking-
going from what
No,
Hub told me.
Hub is a
Hub told
sexy
me other
looking
times
guy.
before that he doesn't need to do
And
that.
Hub, okay, announcement
Hub's
girls.
hung.
Hey, announcement girls. Hub doesn't need a towel. Now we really got you sold, Hub. He's so handsome and sexy and butch and cowboy. Girls, if you're really looking to be ridden by a cowboy, contact Hub.
So let me do a
Yeah,
quick.
and also he's a great singer. He does all that country stuff, that shit kicking music. He's really good at it.
So let me do a quick commercial real quick. We want to thank everybody.
Oh, I want to say something before you do the commercial. We watched Studio City. I love that show. Well, I
season
love
2.
Yeah, season 2. I love Sean Kanan because he's a very close dear buddy of ours. And his wife, Michelle, wrote it. She won an Emmy for it. It's really an interesting show. And I would suggest that you all watch it. You'll get hooked. It's
On Amazon Prime.
It's on. Yeah, I'm not going to give it away, but it's good. Not because Sean's in it. Even if he wasn't in it, I would like it.
Also, Dave Hughes just joined us.
Hey, Dave, how's it going? How's your weather in England, Australia?
And Hub Reynolds wrote, laughing my country ass off. Who needs a towel?
Good for you. Well, I just do that so I sort of, prime you into the conversation. But now you're going to have chicks jumping all over you.
You guys follow Hub Reynolds on all the social media sites.
And he's really handsome and sexy looking. So if you're a woman out there looking to meet a nice guy and possibly marriage down the road, how can they reach him? Go to
Social media, Hub Reynolds
Yeah.
Jr.
Go to Hub Reynolds Jr., send naked pictures of yourselves and see if he likes it. Then he'll send you back naked pictures of himself.
Teresa Saban says, you go, Hub.
Well, with a dating game. Remember the show, The Dating Game, on television 1,000 years ago? Well, with it.
Via Claudia says, you brought up Tom Jones. So she says she adores Tom Jones. And then Don wrote an Engelbert Humperdinck.
Well, the two of them were so weird. I never met Humperdinck, but I was in Las Vegas and he was playing, I believe, at Caesar's Palace. This is like 50 years ago. And he was weird looking. He was handsome, but in a weird way. Anyway, after the show, he came down into the audience and was shaking hands with people. And when he got to me, he stopped and he shook my hand and he said, "Don't I know you?" I said, "Of course you do." I said, "I'm an Academy Award-winning actor." He said, "Oh, yeah, that's right." And he kept walking, the jerk. I'm an Academy Award-winning actor, I wish. But, you tell these people crap. Like, you could walk up to a famous movie star, right? Like, walk up to Angelina Jolie and say, "Oh, I know you. Didn't we meet like last 1,000 years ago in blah, blah, blah?"
Or just say you worked with her on some movie.
And she'll say, "Yeah, oh, yeah, sure." They don't want to offend you, so they agree to anything you say. I don't. When people say, "Don't I know you?" I say, "No, you don't." No, I don't know.
Because
you
half
at
the
all.
time you wouldn't remember anyway.
No, that's not true. No, I know faces. I just don't know names.
That's the way I am too. I know faces, but I don't know names.
My brain can't retain 4,000 names of the people I've interviewed. All right, if you're, Betty Davis, and of course I remember Betty. Jane Russell, my buddy, but not too many people I know. Too many people.
So real quick, You guys, thanks everybody for leaving the reviews on Apple Podcasts. We're up to like
But we need more.
over 700, so we need some more. So if you subscribe to Apple Podcasts, and please subscribe to us and leave us a good review. And
Or any review that you feel. We don't want to coax you into a good review.
well, I prefer it to be a good
No,
one.
if you think we stink and we're horrible, we should be taken off the air. Do so. This way I could send you back a very nasty comment.
You don't get to comment back,
Oh, I will.
unfortunately. You don't get to.
I'll find a way.
That's hilarious. Also, you guys, you can hear us every week on our home station, W4CY Radio. We're on from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific time and 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time. You can also hear us on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, TuneIn, Pandora, Amazon Prime, and SoundCloud. And then we're on about another 50 platforms, but I picked out the most important ones.
And if you know how to work a Ouija board, you can contact us through your Ouija board. But anyway, we were on a very cute show last week. We were being interviewed, which is an impossibility. People that try to interview me pull their hair out of their heads because, you can't interview me. I don't do interviews. I do conversation. Jimmy, what was the name of this show? It was so sweet.
Two for the show.
What was it called?
Two for the road. I think. They're coming on next week.
Two for the Road, and they're coming on next week. This lady is 92 years old, an ex-movie star who knew Jane Russell, but all my friends that I hung out with, my gang, Esther Williams, all of those people. And it was such fun to talk to somebody that knew what I was talking about. And her co-host was one of the Modernaires. If you remember the Perry Como show, he always had the Modernaires on. So for me, it was going back in time, memorabilia. I would suggest that you watch next week's show if you're into, I don't want to say old stuff because we're not. If you're into nostalgia.
We have everything, though, because we have them coming on, and then we have rock goddess Susie Quattro coming on.
And then the following week, we have
Donna Mills.
Donna Mills, who was on Knox Landing. So we have a lot of good stuff coming up, folks, for your entertainment.
Absolutely. So I thought what I would do real quick, so everybody can get an idea of who Nina Bergman is. We'd play one of her songs. The name of the song let's do is going to be In My Blood, and it's by Nina Bergman. So let's go ahead and play it while she's logging on now.
Let me tell you something. She's far prettier in person than on screen. She's beautiful in person. Screen, she's pretty, but in person, wow. Some
Like a
people are better
goddess.
looking. The camera can't get some people's looks, like moi.
Oh, yeah. So this is it, you guys. In My Blood by Nina Bergman, and then she'll be here, and we're going to bring her on.
Like a spell you can't break, not my mistake. It's in my blood, blame it on God. I was born this way, it's my destiny. Cut me open and you'll see. It's in my blood, blame it on God.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nothing. We're here.
No, what happened? Oh, what happened?
Hi.
Well,
You guys see
Hey.
me?
Yeah. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
We can definitely see you. I don't know what happened with the video. I wonder if YouTube, the video was only 57 seconds long. I didn't realize I didn't send her a whole video.
no, because you know what? If
You picked
we
a short
could-
one.
we could play your music and they cut us off because they don't want us to copyright you or something. What is it, Jimmy?
Yeah, we always get we
We
get
get
shut
screwed.
down. a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube shuts us down. But
Even if you sit there and say, Ron and Jimmy, I give you my permission to play my song, we're not allowed to. Isn't that stupid?
So stupid.
look at her.
Well-
Brenda said, "Oh my God, she's hot and sings great."
Well, you know what? Hub Reynolds is our
Thank you.
cowboy. He's our gorgeous, handsome, built cowboy. Looking for
So
a
hold on,
beautiful
let's
girl.
do a real
Well, maybe I
intro
could
for
get a
her.
little fix up.
All
here.
right, so hold on, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented and gorgeous rock star, actress, model, and amateur boxer. I found out earlier today by reading all about her on the internet. Nina Bergman, hello and welcome to the show.
Hi, you guys. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, we're happy to have you
Oh,
here
yeah.
too. You know what? Do me a favor. Can you push your camera back up a little teeny bit so we don't cut the top of your head off? There we
How's-
go. Yes, just so we
Is that
don't lose.
better?
Yes, because we don't want to
Okay.
lose the top of your
Good,
gorgeous
wow,
head.
Terrific.
Um,
I was saying before we came on, you're so beautiful in person.
Oh,
And you're beautiful on camera, but there's something missing on camera that you see in person.
oh.
No, seriously, I think you have to work on that. If we could get that glow, there's just I don't know what it is, an energy, a glow.
it's like Carmen Electra. Carmen Electra, like you, is beautiful on camera, but in real life, she's way more
magnificent.
beautiful.
Carmen is,
Yes,
Car-
it is.
no, Carmen Electra is her eyes. If you see Carmen Electra's eyes in person,
Mhm.
you've never seen eyes in your life, not even a Siamese cat. And
Uh-oh.
the first thing I was impressed with you was how radiant you are. You have a radiant, if there's such a word as radiant beauty.
Absolutely.
And I'm not bullshitting you because I don't blow smoke up anyone's ass. You know that. I hate that people that do those phony compliments. Like they say, "Oh, Ron, you look wonderful. You look 40." Yeah, 40 and 40 is 80. That's right. You know.
Oh my God! So first of all, so you already know Ron,
Oh, of
my
course
cool,
we know each
outrageous,
other.
my
We don't
cool,
have-
outrageous man at Town co-host.
I hope we're going to work together. We discussed it, of which
Yes.
we cannot now. But as it stands right now, we may be working together. Who knows? I'm dying for it because I would love to work with you in the part that we would have for you. You're really a terrific. I've researched you. I've seen your stuff. You're very versatile. I mean, you can go from beating people up to like being a sweetheart.
That's one thing I want to talk about too. But first of all, we have a chat room that's filling up. Everybody's talking about how how beautiful you are. And
It's very
one of the
beautiful.
girls said she just watched Hell Hath No Fury because you were coming on the show.
Yes.
And, so say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, you guys.
We have literally countries, all different kind
You
of
know,
countries
in
represented.
person, she's as beautiful as Grace Kelly. I mean,
Oh, you
no, if you were made up, if you had a wig on, long blonde hair like Grace did, and you were made up, you could probably look very much like Grace Kelly.
I like
When
that.
we're done, I'll share some pictures. I did play her a long time ago.
See, I'm not stupid. I know what I'm talking about.
I mean,
Frig all of you.
Stretch, but hair and makeup did a really good job.
So
Yeah,
I went on.
because you have the bones. And I got to say something, folks. I thought she could have been a bitchy snob. We don't know until we talk to people. Sometimes, like I was talking to, and I won't mention her name, but a very nice actress who was a creep. I wouldn't work with her if she begged me. And she was not nice. Some actresses or actors think who they are. And if you're not like a major celebrity star or a great producer who could put them in a major film, they blow you off. This gal was just as adorable as I love her.
She was
I'm
fabulous.
a fan. What can I tell you?
So
I'm a
hold
fan.
on. So I
Yeah,
googled.
yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's Grace Kelly. There you
Yeah.
are, Grace.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I know
So
what I'm
like-
talking about, folks. I'm nobody's fool. Yeah, there you go.
So I want to talk about some things, but first of all, so you're born in Denmark. Where do you
Yeah.
actually live? Do you live in Los Angeles or New York, or where do you live?
I live in Los Angeles. I do spend a lot of time in New York. I went to school in New York, and
You went
In
to
my
school
heart,
all over the place. Like you went to school all over. You were in school in Europe. You went to the Tisch School of
Moscow.
NYC. Yeah, you've been like all over the place. You went to
Yeah.
NYU, right?
I went to NYU. I went to Erding Academy in London. I went to the Bolshoi Theater in Moscow. Yeah, I've been. I love studying.
You don't look a day over 25, too. So like, how the fuck you did all that? I have no idea.
I left when I was 14. I got a scholarship when I was 14, and then I
Good
left.
for you. I love it. And I also read someplace that your grandfather was like one of the greatest Russian actors in history.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he was. He was. In some of the most iconic movies, Ivan the Terrible, and he did the Cherry Orchard. The original member of the Cherry Orchard. He was one of Chekhov's students.
Right.
And-
So you
and-
come from good stock.
Well, it shows in your work. And the part that we have in this movie that I'm dying for you to play, as I explained to you, the only thing I think is you're going to have to really learn a New York accent.
Yes.
And it has to be authentic or I have a breakdown. So I would be happy to be your voice coach. Just listen to me and you'll hear broken English and terrible grammar. And you'll be able to speak like a New Yorker. Just don't think intelligently.
I could do that. I mean, I do it all the time. Being a singer, I'm really good with the accent thing, and I speak 5 languages.
I mean,
so-
like you got to.
Wait, what languages do you speak?
100. You can
5. She said 5.
Yeah.
What
I
languages
just
do you
speak
think?
5. I just speak Danish, and Russian and English, obviously, and then I speak Swedish and Norwegian.
I love
Right.
it.
Once you know the Nordic language.
Ron's
Yeah,
favorite daughter's favorite place to go is Sweden. She loves Sweden.
My
She's
daughter
like,
Deirdre loves
she
Sweden.
just loves it there. So we always
Yeah.
have to buy her Sweden looking things like that look like they were from Sweden for presents for Christmas and stuff because she
I think
loves
it's
Sweden.
a thing now. Most of the people her age all have this thing about Sweden. I hear it from so many people her age, 48, 47. How old's my daughter? 40. She just had a birthday.
45.
Oh, my daughter's 45.
So
anyway.
Because people say to me, "How old are you, Ron?" I say 50. They say, "Oh, that's good. How old is your daughter, Leslie?" I say 54.
So you guys can follow Nina. She's at Nina Bergman on Twitter and Instagram. It's NinaBergman. I want to talk a little bit about the music thing, and the reason I picked the 2 songs I picked is because I don't think you were like on Warner Brothers or something, right?
Yeah, so it was I had a band and I started on my own, and then I got signed to Warner Brothers. Paul Anka was my manager and found me.
That's
The
so
singer.
cool.
My daughter Leslie was his what was she? A business manager. She worked for Platinum, and Paul Anka was her businessman, and he was very rough with her.
He's a very tough guy.
Oh, and he used to curse a lot, "F you" and stuff like that. So my
Oh,
daughter
that'd
my daughter one day got a little upset with him, and she said, "Listen, Paul, my father's from Brooklyn. I'm from New York, and if you want to use 'fuck you' a lot, I can use it more than you can." And she really laced into him. Well, he was best buddies with her after that. Paul Anka's tough. He's tough.
Yeah, he's very.
Oh,
very-
yeah. She also did say to him, "You're not in the mafia, so stop acting like a hood." Oh,
Well,
yeah.
he was a part of the Rat Pack. He came from that era. So
Right.
he still lives that way.
Ron loves all that stuff. So
I came from that era also.
So you basically though, because there aren't that many accomplished singers who are also accomplished actors, and a lot of times they become really, really famous in one, and then
But
the
what
other
is
one
she?
takes off.
What's her preference, singing or acting?
She
What
does
would you
both.
call yourself?
I'm an artist. I'm an actor. So
So you-
I
actor-
just need to express. Like
Act,
if I
an actor who sings.
an actor who sings. Yeah.
I noticed though that you sing on a lot of big movies. Like you have songs and you perform and stuff in big movies like whether people like it or not, like Sharknado 3, which one of my clients was in, those Sharknado movies were huge hits and I love them. They're so cheesy, they're fabulous.
Oh,
and Repo the Genetic Opera, which to me is like one of the greatest like movies ever.
No, I was fascinated with Sharknado. I never thought they could pull it off. And when I sat there and watched it, I got such a kick out of it. I thought it was the silliest film and really ballsy. You had to have balls to do that film and to write it. and do it. But I
Yeah.
loved it. I really loved
Oh,
it.
there we look. Oh my
There
gosh.
you are.
Yeah, but sometimes I can combine it. I have a movie that just got released on Amazon called Seize the Night, and I play a goth singer from the 90s, and they used mostly my songs. I wrote the songs, and I play this singer. It's her true story. So sometimes I can combine the two.
Which is very cool.
Now, do they pay you for using your songs extra?
Yeah,
So you're paid for your music as well as your acting.
yeah.
Maybe I'll sing. Because I don't get paid much when I work.
There's Seize the Night, you guys, which actually it looks really
I
fascinating.
want to
read
watch.
the-
I want to see that.
Yeah,
I have to see everything you do. I have to study you if we're going to work together.
No, it's just a beautiful story. It's really, really, really beautiful. And if you like the 90s, it's like an
I love it.
homage to LA in the 90s.
I like love
Is
it.
it on tonight?
It's on Amazon Prime, so we
Yeah,
can
it's
watch
on
it.
Amazon Prime.
Okay,
Mhm.
we'll watch it tonight.
So also then I also I put the photo that you were like coming on. I work with a production company in Georgia, and we're working on I don't know, it's like $1 million film, so I don't know. That's small, but it's not
Not a lot of
but
talk
good.
about it. I
And
hate this.
but anyway, like I put the thing up and automatically like people from the production company saw the post and they were like, "Oh my god, we should like work with this girl." I thought he knew you. That's why he was like sending me this thing, but I asked him and he said no, he just saw it on my Instagram and he looked you up. So I have a really great human trafficking like story thing I'm working on, and I'm gonna pitch you now that they all know who you are.
Yay! I
And
would love to work with you guys.
And I'm in that film.
Yes.
Would I have any scenes with her?
I don't know yet.
We don't know if I have any scenes with you. But getting back to Hub Reynolds is a country. No,
Hey, up here you go.
Hub Reynolds is a country west singer who's
He lives in Atlanta.
who's really shooting up as a star. So handsome, sexy. You know,
Now Ron's trying to fix
wait,
you up.
no, he's a no. Wait a minute, he's a real cowboy. If you like cowboys, butch and sexy. But what I like, I know Hub for many years now. I know Hub about 10 years. He is probably the most giving, sweetest
Hmm.
man. All he wants to do is please the woman he's with. He's
Sounds
really
terrible. Sounds
no, he's not a bad guy at all. So if you would like, we can,
Don't ask
Oh,
for
I
that.
did
Listen
not
to
know this was a dating like a.
yeah, because he just said how gorgeous you
Oh,
are.
he's just in-
He's fainting over you. He's going.
Everybody in the chat room's fainting over you. So
Yeah.
Oh,
so I'm gonna do some bragging real quick, you guys. So some of the cool things that you have seen, and we're gonna actually, I have the trailer for Hell Hath No Fury, so we're gonna play it in a second so everybody can see it. And but before we play that, I just want to talk a little bit about, because you're not the normal like hot girl. Like you're like the action, like you have the hot girl, and then you don't have that many hot girls who are like the action star. Like you're like the Jason Statham of like women.
wow! I'll take that.
Like you're like all
I'll
these
take
movies.
Jason's statement.
All these movies that you do, like I mean, like you look at her, like she's like badass, and they cut her hair off in this one. Like,
Honey, it's called acting.
I know, but like, how many girls do you know that we know that could go and like kick the
Betty-
shit out of everybody?
Betty Davis went without makeup and looked ugly in film to make the part work. If you're a true actress, you don't have to always be beautiful.
I know, but she really can
she
kick
did.
people's ass.
She did. No, she did Grace Kelly. So now we know she's outrageously beautiful. Then she cut her hair off and beats people up.
No,
to
they cut
show
it off
you-
in the movie.
to show you that she's an actress.
They
And
cut it off in the
she
movie.
can
You're gonna
do-
see it in the trailer.
Jimmy, why do you think I'm so impressed with her?
So wait a sec though,
Wait,
but
wait,
you
wait, hang
work
on,
out
wait,
all the
I can't-
time. Wait,
Shut up for a minute. I wrote the movie that you're going to be in, I hope. All right. That's my baby.
Yeah.
Everyone in that film has been highly selected by me and casting. I don't want anyone in that film that's going to make that film less than great, because it's my baby.
Hmm.
And that's why I'm really, rooting for you. They thought the name of the other one could bring money. It's all about money.
Yeah.
The bigger
she
your-
knows.
the
Believe
bigger
me,
your
she
name-
knows.
If I could get Angelina Jolie to play my wife in that movie, I would get 30-40 million dollars.
Yeah. I know.
But I want to go back though, because you're an actual because unlike other women, you are an action star, number one. But you actually, so you must train for that. Like I see videos of you like working out, and you have workout videos, and it says online that you were an amateur boxer.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's like real kicking ass people shit.
Yeah,
Dangerous.
no, it's true. I mean, I'll do whatever the role requires. I was just in Canada not too long ago, and I put on like almost 20 pounds for that one. Didn't work out for 3 months, because I play like a girl next door who, kind of normal, who doesn't have the physical strength I have, So it's like, and for Hell Hath No Fury, I lost a lot of weight, and I wanted to look like kind of a stray dog, because that's how these women looked like in the concentration camps. They were shredded because they worked, but
Right.
malnourished. So I'll do whatever the part requires. And if I need to play an action star, I'll put on the pounds and muscles, and train like crazy. I'm a chameleon. Whatever the part requires, I will do.
You're a
Yeah.
good actress.
But you
is
really
what
know how
it's
to do it.
called.
You could be like Mad Max. Like you could have had like Charlize Theron's part in Mad Max. Was it Charlize Theron?
I
who was
mean,
in Mad
that's you know
Max?
that's the goal. You know, that's the dream.
Oh, I think that you're like perfect. So you guys, I'm gonna do a little bragging. Some of the cool shit that she's done. First of all, she's been on every.
Wait! Don't use the word shit when it's her work.
Okay, some of the cool things that she has done. First of all, she's been the trophy girl on the Grammy Awards like 4 times, you guys, I think, which is super cool. She's been on every late night talk show, late night with James Corden, late night with Jay Leno,
Early afternoon with Ron
late
Russell.
night with Craig Ferguson. What did you do for Soap Talk? So you were on 123 episodes. Were you the host?
I would host. They would have me do all like the guest appearances and host and come out and talk about their fashion segments or, you know, I did the same with Craig Ferguson. I would do all their skits, so play all the different kind of characters and improv with those guys. So I just did, when I first came here, I would just kind of take whatever I could,
Yes.
So I did a lot of those.
Yeah, but most people take whatever they can. It's not like going on TV with Jay Leno or Craig Ferguson. It's like some $50,000 horror movie that's in the $2 bin at Walmart. Like your choices of like what was offered to you were significantly
that
better.
I won't even do.
So
I called them $2 movies. I don't do $2 movies.
No.
All my life, I worked well with major people. I worked with Sophia Loren and Tab Hunter. What am I going to do now? Go in a $50 movie with Joe Blow from Kokomo? Get out of here.
Someone, when I posted that I was seeing you guys today, I was on the show. A fan posted that you were in the Car movie, the original movie. I did.
When I was a kid, I was an extra.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, make sure to mention that. I did the remake in Bulgaria with Universal.
That's funny. See, I'm like old enough to be your father's or your grandfather. So, but I'm an extra in a ton of movies, and I suck at acting, so I never actually try to act. Ron can't stand it, so I'm a great producer.
Let me tell you something. I have read lines with major people, actors and actresses, and it's easy to read lines with people. I read lines with Jimmy, and we were up on a balcony. I wanted to throw myself off the balcony in 10 minutes. I wanted to beat him to a pulp and pull his eyes out of his head. I kept saying, Jimmy, do not read the line, act the line. Okay, I will. And then he said to me, go over
it's
there.
Not that bad.
I said, Jimmy, don't do that. Then he said to me, go over there. Put some expression into it. Okay, Ron, I got it. And then he said to me, go over there.
It's not that bad. People like to put me in movies because I have 1 million followers on social media.
He is so bad as an actor.
But I'm really not that bad. But I'm a very good producer.
Wonderful. No, he's a great PR person and a producer and a wonderful husband, and I love him to death. But I told him, don't act.
Wow.
Just don't try.
So I don't do the acting thing at the moment. Once in a while, I do little cameos with like one line.
And they're the same line. Oh, don't go over there.
They are not. Go easy. All right.
I can't go easy because I want to tell them. Wait, let's do this. Now we're going to do the proof is in the pudding.
No, I'm not doing it on.
No, repeat after me now. Please don't shoot me. I want to live.
No, I'm not going to do that.
No, do it.
Please don't shoot me. I want to live. I don't know. That wasn't that bad.
Okay.
With no context, it's pretty
Yeah,
good.
there's no context.
Yeah,
Right. Anyway, I have 100 and something credits, but I'm an extra in lots of stuff. But I do have lots of indie films, especially when I lived in Florida. Like I've got tons of speaking lines. And
I love when you act.
Doesn't matter. Hey, it gets me hired. So today I did the costume design for Too Fast, Too Furious. And
Yes.
they're doing a documentary on on the Fast and Furious series. And I just got an email today. They want to shoot. They're doing a whole documentary series about the Fast and Furious movies, and they want me to be a part of it.
Right. And he dressed Elton John. He dressed Madonna. He dressed
cool shit.
What's the other one? The girls want to have
horror
fun.
movie. Oh, Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper.
Ooh,
Oh yeah,
wow.
he designed all rock and roll people's clothes for famous rockers, and that's what he did before he became what he is now, a bad actor.
I didn't know
But-
that.
I love it, and I like horror movies, so I've dressed all the major horror movie people. But I want to go
My
back to her.
husband is wonderful. Just don't come on the set.
I want to go back. So first, let's talk about. So you have this movie, Hell Hath No Fury. I know it's out because Dawn saw it. We're gonna play the trailer in a minute.
And it's coming out on the 16th in England, and then all over Europe, Australia, everywhere. Yeah, they just released an article at The Guardian today, like an amazing review.
So it's got. So you play a French resistance fighter. It's got Timothy Murphy, who's coming on the show. Actually, like I've been talking to him for a couple weeks ago. Louis Mandylor, Daniel Bernhardt. I know there's other people, but I just picked out the main people. The name of the movie is called Hell Hath No Fury. Tell us just a little teeny bit about it, and then we're going to play the trailer and let everybody watch it. And you get your hair shaved off in the movie.
Yes, I do.
They paid you a lot for that.
They had to pay extra for that.
A lot, not extra, a lot.
But it's what the part required. So you can't play a French resistant fighter who.
No, I know that, but to cut a woman's hair off, that they had to pay you.
Fortunately, though, you keep your hair short a lot of the times anyway, so it's like
I
works.
tried to let it grow, but I'm doing another one next week. I'm starting one next week with Patrick Kilpatrick. And
he's been on our show. And you've done another movie with him. You did Assassin X with him.
Yes, I did. And then he wrote this part for me. And finally, they got it financed, and it's his directorial debut, and I play the female lead in it.
Did people tell you that you look like the Birds of Prey chick? I forgot her name now. Isn't that terrible? I know she's like the biggest star, makes $20 million. Margot Robbie. Do people tell you look like Margot Robbie?
When my hair was longer, yeah.
You look just like her.
I want to ask you, where can I see that Grace Kelly film you did?
It never got released. Sometimes you work on things and never.
I know. Why wasn't it released?
I think like a money thing.
That's always the case. Was it about her life or one specific?
No, I play like a cameo. She comes on kind of like as a cameo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. So wait, tell us a little bit about the movie real quick, and then Roxy, cue up the trailer for Hell Hath No Fury, please.
There it is. It's about Marie. It's based on a true story of two women, and back then a lot of the women the resistant fighters would go and date Nazis to gather information, and in my case, von Bruckner, this guy killed my parents, and I start dating him to gather information, and then we fall in love.
I had an aunt in Italy.
He killed my parents, and he's a Nazi, and I get caught, and I end up in Ravensbrück, one of the worst concentration camps, and a lot of things happen. A lot of things.
I want to watch this one too.
It's funny because my Aunt Ferminia Antonaccia was an opera singer in Italy, in Genoa, and she was dating a German, I guess, whatever, general or something, because she had to. Otherwise, they were going to close down the opera house in Genoa. So as she was dating him, he would drink a lot. He gave her information, which she gave to the Italian resistance. So it's really funny how life is imitating art. Or art imitating
for your
life.
movie. Your movie.
Your movie is my aunt's life story.
So you introduce the trailers. Just say, "Hey, I'm Nina Bergman, and this is my new movie," or whatever. And then Roxy, you play it when she gets done. All right. Go.
All right. Next up is my new trailer for Hell Hath No Fury, where I'm starring as Marie, the French resistant fighter, based on a true story. Go.
You want to tell us where that gold is? Maybe we can all go home.
I'm doing my best to remember. I promise.
If I were you, I'd keep real still, Marie.
When the fighting is over, freedom.
Ne tire pas. Je suis résistante.
Then we're going to tar and feather that girl. She begged us to help her. Promised the major buried treasure.
We don't find that gold by sundown. This will not end nicely for you.
No gold, Major.
You're the one that told us there was gold here, Marie.
Vive la France!
Damn! They here waiting for us.
I don't know.
She's a liar. Hitler's elite guard. Think there's a chance they just pass us by?
Hell no, they're coming. We will let you live. You gotta help us kill these Nazis. You said you can shoot. The question is, can you really? If we ambush them just right, they die.
Get in position!
We won't stand a chance.
Don't you see? She's using you.
One clever trickster, Marie.
Maybe we put down these guns. We all get a little piece of that gold. We got a deal?
No more deals.
No more deals.
No more deals, baby. Now listen, where can we see this? In theaters or on TV?
It's no longer in the theaters, but it's on Amazon. It's on Hulu, iTunes, Vudu.
Now, this is what
everywhere.
we're
And then now
watching
on the
tonight.
16th.
No, we were going to watch the other movie that she's got out on Amazon tonight.
Yeah,
gonna have
See Tonight
We'll have
on
to watch
Amazon.
them both.
2 nights, if you will. I like that.
Yeah, and then this one is coming out in Europe on the 16th, starting in the UK.
But you
It
can
looks
see Hell
fantastic.
Hath No Fury on Amazon, folks. So watch
Yes.
it tonight, everybody, and then let us know next week what you thought of it.
Actually, like
Yeah.
everybody's writing. Oh, people are also writing that you remind them a little bit of Jamie Presley. Do you know who Jamie Presley is? I've actually met her several times.
Yes, we have the same manager, and
Oh,
yeah, I hear that a lot. But then when we met, not so much.
oh, I think Margot Robbie more. I think you look more like Margot.
I think
Robbie.
she looks like herself. Cut the crap.
I hear Sharon Stone, which I'll take.
Yes, you could play Sharon Stone also. You have that Nordic face, which is wonderful. It's very easy. It's an easy. My ex-wife was Dutch. Her name was Hendrika. And she had green eyes, and she had a face that if you put makeup on, you could make her look like Verna Lisi, which she did at times. And she also looked with certain makeup like the Swedish actress. Oh my God, I can't give. Anyway, another one that was famous of the 1970s.
So I want to do a little brand. So here's some other cool movies you guys can see. You can see Nina in. She did a movie called Black Limousine with David Arquette, Bijou Phillips, Vivica Fox, Lynn Shay, who's been on our show, and Patrick Fabian, who's been on our show. The Way Shower with Eric Roberts, who's been on our show, Peter Stormare, Sally Kirkland, who Ron's friends with.
I love Sally.
I love Sally.
Assassin X with Patrick Kilpatrick, Olivier Gruner, Martin Cove, Richard Grieco's been on our show,
I
Marshall
love
Hilton's
Richard.
been
I
on our
love-
show,
you know,
Patrick's been on our show.
You know how I met Richard Grieco? We were peeing next to each other in a nightclub.
Of course you were.
And while we were peeing, I said, "You want to come on my TV show?"
And we became friends.
Oh, I love Richard. He's fabulous. When I introduce him, I tell that story. Richard Grieco is probably one of our best actors around.
We love him. He's fun. So I have a question. You did a movie called The Beautiful Ones with Eric Roberts, who we know pretty well, and Ed Lauder. And Ed Lauder, as a kid, do you remember who Ed Lauder is? Did you know who that is? He was in The Beautiful Ones. He's like the older
Yes.
guy.
Yes.
When I was growing up, he was like that actor that scared everybody. Like from my generation, like he was in every movie that he was in. He was like the mean football coach, mean whoever he was. Like, was Ed Lauder nice? And did you get to do any scenes with him?
No, I didn't get to work with him.
Oh, that's too bad. I always wanted to know. Like I used to have nightmares about him when I was like a little kid because he was so mean to everybody in all the movies.
The people that play the mean guys are always the nicest.
I know they're always the nicest.
Well, I always played the hood killer mafia mean guy. I mean,
he's so nice.
really, but it's called acting. But I just finished a movie where I played a doctor, and I didn't think I would do well as a doctor. And people that saw it said, "Ron, you really look like a doctor. You did a good job." And I thought to myself, "Oh, I guess I can act." After 74 years in the business.
And then when you did the remake of The Car, like that had Ronnie Cox in it. He's been on our show too.
Yeah,
he was great.
Yeah, he was fun.
We've
Yeah.
had practically everybody. on
So
our
then
show.
when you did Doom Annihilation, is that like this a sequel or something to like the original Doom that had like The Rock in it?
Yeah, it's a remake.
It's a remake. Oh, is that one any good? Should we watch that? Like I like the first one.
Fans, if you're a gamer, these movies are
Right.
fun. You two are might be too sophisticated.
Okay, because I actually like him, so it won't be too sophisticated.
Yeah, I
for
mean,
me,
I have
but he
another,
won't like it.
I have another one that's coming out later this year that I just did with a fabulous actor called David Leitch, who is in Downton Abbey.
Oh, we love Downton
oh,
Abbey.
yeah, I
Who's he
think-
playing Downton Abbey?
David Leitch.
You
I
He
know?
know
plays
that.
the driver, the chauffeur.
Oh, I love it. Okay,
Yes,
yes.
Yeah, so
Good-
it's
good-
me and
good
him
looking.
starring in it. They're changing the title right now. It's called Cold Meat right now with a French director, and we just shot it in Canada. And this is a thriller horror. It's amazing. It's like written like a play.
Do you
I
like
think
hor-
you
do-
two are really gonna.
That I will
I-
like.
I
I,
do-
like the people
I-
you're working with in it too.
I would not mind seeing you in a horror movie as long as they don't buck shoot you in the face.
Oh,
you
no,
know-
but you know,
And don't die in the movie. I don't like my friends to die in films. No, I get very upset when I see that.
She's usually the one kicking
No,
everybody's
no,
ass.
she plays like that. That's the one where I had to put on the weight and play. The girl
Yes.
next door had to do an American accent. She lives in, Colorado, and she works in a diner. And then something happens to her, and then she finds her inner strength.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I like that.
But
Finding
seriously,
the inner
getting
strength.
back to that, my good friend Lorene Landon, she has it in her contracts always when she makes a film, and she's made many. I do not die in the movie. And she refuses to die in a movie because she doesn't want to see herself on the screen dying. As a lot of actors will not go in coffins either. Would you go in a coffin, God forbid, in a movie?
Yeah, I
No?
mean, I've died so many. I love dying.
No, but would you like no? But if there was a funeral scene, would you lay in a coffin like a stiff?
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I
it's-
never would. I could never lay in a coffin. I'd kill myself.
it's. I don't have any.
You're tough. You're brave.
I mean, for me, the dying part is not a problem. For me, it's more like the nudity. For the sake of it, I don't do that.
I don't.
Well,
Well,
that's
you
what we have
shouldn't.
to deal with.
Real actors shouldn't have to do nudity just.
No,
for the
I'd get
sake of
naked.
it.
I'd get naked in a minute. I just don't want to. No, I just don't want to lay in a coffin. I never.
Well, I'll
wanna-
lay in the coffin. I won't get naked in a minute. I mean,
No, you shouldn't.
If it calls for it, you know what I mean. If it's a part of, if I play the female Terminator and I land and I'm
Right.
you know
Well,
what I
it's a
mean,
little-
like
Right.
that.
It's a little different when a woman is naked than a man. When a man is naked, it's not really attractive. When a woman's naked, men's imaginations travel. But a man naked, it swings, it looks
No,
hanging,
I
like an
agree with
elephant.
her.
It's not really attractive to see a man naked bouncing around.
I think you're right though. Like if it calls for it, but like that's one thing I don't like about all the cheesy horror movies, which I love all the cheesy horror movies, but you don't have to have everybody without any clothes in every horror movie just to see
Yeah.
boobs.
Listen, nudity is no longer the shocker. The shocker is sitting on a toilet.
Yeah, can you believe that we see all these
And we
movies now?
saw-
People
and-
pooping on a toilet and stuff. I can't believe it.
Famous movie stars, wiping themselves. I thought it was nauseating. Also, we just finished or still watching
Have you seen the
Staircase.
Staircase?
I'm
on
not going to
HBO
say what
Max?
happens in Staircase, but there's a scene that I really thought was totally not necessary where
Colin
Farrell,
Firth.
Colin Firth is doing something to his wife for the back door on film, and I just thought how
He's like licking her butt in the
how
fucking
unnecess-
movie.
how
He's in it.
unnecess-
Like,
how-
and you see it all. It's disgusting.
how unnecessary is that? What in the hell has that got to do with the story? Hollywood is getting a little bit too ridiculous. These young people
Crass.
that are doing it these young people are weird. They're potheads. They're all wackos. I know. I work with a lot of these young jerks sometimes on the production. They don't know their asses from their elbow. How they became cameramen or producers, I'll never know. As you know, years ago, the people that I worked with 50 years ago were, my director in my first movie was Sidney Lumet. How do you beat that? These men knew what they were doing. They had style and class. If an actress's breast showed too much, they cut because they didn't want her to look indecent. And they kept all the actresses looking like superstars. I once said somewhere in an interview that Marilyn Monroe does pee, and people were upset by that. They didn't want to know that Marilyn Monroe peed because it took away from her goddess image.
Yeah.
And movie stars movie stars do not have sex. They don't go to the bathroom. They don't do any of those things that humans do. And that's what Hollywood sold back then. Is it good or bad? I don't know. Am I an old
But you
goat?
didn't need to see. You didn't.
I don't need to see you.
You didn't need to
doing
see
that.
Colin Firth rimming some lady like
No,
Like
all,
where
and with
see
you,
it
all I
over.
need to see is your beautiful face. I don't need to see
Mm,
anything more than that. Your
mm.
face is so satisfying. You don't have to.
So
Ugh.
so here's what I want to ask you then. So because you're developing quite a resume, and you're definitely talented and gorgeous. So bucket list, and I like to ask all the actresses and actors this: male and female actor who you would love to have an opportunity to work with that you have not worked with yet. And then if you could have ever been in any movie that's ever been made in history, what movie would you like to be in?
That's easy. So Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, he's a great pick.
Great
And,
actor.
you know, my favorite movie is La Femme Nikita.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
La Femme Nikita, she's about it's a fucking action chick
French.
movie.
French, but it's more than action. You know, it was phenomenal. You know, it's Luc
It's a
Besson.
phenomenal. Yeah, it's a
Yes.
phenomenal,
Luc
phenomenal.
Did I ever
Besson.
see
It
it?
turned into it's a movie that turned into a TV series also.
Did I ever see it?
I probably not.
No, or you know, I came to America after watching Thelma and Louise when I was a little girl,
Oh, that's a fun one.
and then my first paycheck, I bought a Thunderbird because that was my thing. I just wanted a Thunderbird. I wanted to drive in the mountains, and I thought America represented freedom, you know, women power. You know, I mean, it changed my life. That movie.
Actually, too, though, your career kind of shows that, like the roles that you've chosen,
And now
or that they've
now we
that have
have
chosen you.
people-
Wait. What about a female actress that you would like to work with?
Who that really inspires me? I'm thinking, you know, can they be dead?
Yeah, they could be dead.
I mean,
Anybody.
any of the classic ones. I did a play where I played Marlene Dietrich for 6 months, and I would have loved to work
Oh,
with her.
wow.
I heard she was a bitch on wheels. No, really, she was an impossibility. I know a lot of people. My very dear friend, Mr. Blackwell, was very dear friends with Sidney Gularoff, the hairstylist, and Sidney had to work on Marlene's hair many films, and he had to take Valium and medicine before working with her because she got him so hysterical. She was insanely vain. And everything was meticulous. She would sit there for hours after her hair was done, looking in the mirror for perfection. And if she found a little thing she didn't like, she raised holy hell. It held up production on a lot of movies. Anyway, if you read her book, which her daughter, Maria Riva, wrote, you'll find out that Marlene Dietrich was one crazy broad, but a superstar. You know, that's how they were back then.
Do you like the old movies? Do you like Ron loves Turner Classic Movies? I had never seen any of those movies
Well, because
until I
all
met
my
him.
friends are in them. You know, I was best friends with Jane Russell. I know Esther Williams. I know all the movie stars of my era. I'm 82 years old. You know, I know everybody. And my stars were stars. My girls, when they went out, they looked beautiful. You could never photograph them unless they were made up and hair was done. They never behaved improperly in public. In private, they were all hoes and drug addicts and drinkers. but in public, they were virgins and lovely, and you know, you stars. And I wish they would treat actresses and actors like that again.
Wait. Do you have favorite movies from like the classic movies, or do you have certain movies that you picked Marlene Dietrich? So you must have some movies that you like a lot.
She played Marlena.
Oh yeah, you played her.
Yeah, I played Marlena. I mean, a lot of hers I love. And then you know, I think from that time, you know, I like, you know, because I'm such an actor, you know, so I tend to lean towards like, you know, Streetcar Named Desire.
Wow, my favorite.
Or like some of the more heavier ones, you know, I like drama.
Yes.
Tennessee Williams, period.
Yeah.
Like
I love Tennessee. Everything he's ever done.
I like North by Northwest, and what's the one about the letters with the three wives or
A
the
letter, a letter to three.
A Letter to
Wives.
Three Wives.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite ones.
And
Yeah, no, I love classic. I mean, that's what I study.
Yes,
you know,
that's-
anything, any.
Even in the way you dress and everything, though, you look like a classic movie
Well,
superstar.
I was going to go there with her. We have a very dear friend, Sarah French, who's going to be in my movie. She plays who does Sarah play in the movie? I forgot.
Your daughter or your
No, my daughter's not. Who is Sarah play? Anyway, Sarah. Oh, Sarah plays my my wife's sister-in-law.
Okay.
Sarah is famous for horror movies and nudity, like a little bit of nudity. And now Sarah is going to be playing a part of a very selfish, bitchy, greedy, cold person. Something she's never done, and she's excited about this because it's a different role.
Yeah.
Most actresses get typecasted.
Yeah.
You don't seem to be typecasted. I think you can go any which way and upside down, inside out, which is what an actress or actor should do. I have no idea where I'm going with this because I forgot. I forgot what I was going to.
No, I hear you. I totally
help me, honey bun, help me.
No, I hear you. I just did
Oh, wait, I know where I'm going to go.
Okay.
You could be like a Betty Davis. Because you cut your hair off and you took that makeup off and you became the part. You don't give a damn about looking Grace Kelly all the time. You want that part to work.
Yes.
And that's a true actress. You are a Warner Brothers 1940 star.
Wow.
I'm serious. That's how I feel. I would write about that. When I do write about you, I'm going to write about that. A lot of women do that.
So wait, let her go then. She was going to say something.
I'm sorry, go.
No. I don't. I want to hear what he has to say.
No, Jamie Lee Curtis looks like shit. And she took everything off and she did a brilliant job. In Halloween. There are just so many actresses that are so over that, like, oh, my eyelashes are crooked. They're not interested in that junk anymore.
No,
like years ago. I mean, Jane Russell, who was my dearest friend, we hung out. I mean, we were brother and sister. She hated when she was 19 years old. Howard Hughes brought her into the makeup department. Jane said she was there 3 hours. They said, let's give her Joan Crawford's eyebrows. Let's give her Hedy Lamar's lips. They painted Jane Russell so much for her audition tape film. She looked at herself in the mirror. She said, I look 40 years old, and I was 19. She went in the bathroom and she washed her face completely, put mascara on and pale lipstick, and went out and shot her audition film. And Howard Hughes loved it. He thought she was beautiful. And Jane was naturally beautiful. Jane Russell, as an 89-year-old woman, was a beautiful woman, never aged.
So hold on, I want to go back to music for a minute then. Get it all in. We have like 4 minutes left. So as a musician, since you still do the musician, and I really like your music. I always knew you were a musician, but for some reason, I don't know. I didn't really ever listen to anything, but I watched everything on YouTube this week since I knew you were coming on.
We study.
You don't. I do.
I don't. You don't. No, but I did study because I like.
So if let's say you were going to go on tour as a solo artist or with your band, what kind of a band would you like to go on tour with? Look at that. Oh my God, she's so badass. Look at those abs. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I tend to perform music that you can play while you train as a boxer. I like the more energetic music. I went to musical theater school and I'm operatically trained, but somehow I just always end up in bands where I do the harder stuff, growing up as a kid, I was a very angry kid. So I discovered late in my life 9 Inch Nails, which is an industrial band. I was an angry girl, when you were by yourself at 14 and, I was raised with 2 moms and very tumultuous childhood, so it was hard in Denmark at that time, so I think I was angry, so I kind of would do angry music. I'm not that angry anymore.
I actually like
because you're success. I have to ask you a question. I hope you don't mind, and I hope you answer it. Our people that watch want to know: do you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, any friend, any kind of friend? Are you in love? Are you looking for love? Because this is what they want to know.
This is what they want to know. I do.
You do what?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm.
You have someone, a person.
Yes, I do.
Okay, you're happy.
I am very happy. I kind of had given up on love. I was
never give up on love.
I did. I gave up. I was
never.
You know, I'm here for the animals. I'm here to rescue animals for the rest of my life and have a beautiful
We
career.
have 3 rescue dogs. We have 3.
Yeah, no.
You?
This is Astro.
Astro's our little
This is
baby.
Aw,
Say
you
hi,
just made me
Astro.
so happy.
And we have a 135-pound Brazilian Fila Mastiff that we rescued from the Big Dog Rescue Ranch in Florida. And then we have a 35-pound English dog sheepdog poodle mix, or what is
No, I
it?
love
No,
you.
she's
Sheepdog terrier mix. So we have
she's a
3.
bearded terrier.
Yeah, we have 3 rescue dogs. One's 7 pounds, one's like 35 pounds, and one's like 130 pounds.
I have to tell you a quickie. I was with somebody for 46 years. I met him when I was 19. He was the love of my life. He died of pancreatic cancer. I didn't ever want to love again because I said there's no way I could ever love anybody like I loved Sal. Sal and I were born together. We grew up together. He was my whole life. And I went out with a lot of jerks, and I thought this one only wants sex. Get out of here. I'm not interested. Like you, I was going to live on a farm and raise llama. But I then met Jimmy, and I found a kind, good, caring, loving, sincere, beautiful human. And I fell in love with Jimmy. So love is wonderful. It keeps coming. Don't you ever say you could live without love.
But that's what I thought. I was just like,
But now you're
I'm
in love.
glad, though, that it's
but
not
now
that
you're
way.
in love.
yeah, you know, I think it's when you don't look for it. I didn't want it. You know, I kept fighting it.
I want to
I
do
was
one
like,
more.
I don't
I want to
Well,
do.
You know, love. You're beautiful from within. You know that the inside shows through your face. And if you're in love, nobody's as beautiful as when they're in love. You know that, of course.
Yeah,
she's
I am.
got.
I am there.
I am so happy to hear
So
that.
you guys, other places beside that's so great too that animals are a cause of yours, which I had
Yep.
written that down, and I also wrote down you were in Gnarls Barkley's video "Gone Daddy Gone," Sick Puppies. I love Sick Puppies back in the day.
Yes.
All the same, Trey Songz, Foreigner, and you're also when you were in the Dos Equis commercial with the most interesting man in the world.
Yeah, and I have. You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
So I did that. I played the Nordic goddess, and right now I have 5 commercials running for Saks underwear, and it's like the same concept as the most interesting man in the world, except I'm the most interesting woman in the world. I wear the suits, and all of the guys are in their underwear, and I play like the Marlena Dietrich kind of character, and I educate people about balls and how to take care of their balls. You know, they're hilarious. You gotta check them out. We got banned from.
Are they on YouTube? Can we find them on
Wait,
YouTube?
this-
I have to go on
Yeah,
YouTube and find them.
we just got banned from the Super Bowl.
Oh, this
It's
commercial
one,
I've got to see. This I've got to see.
it's-
I'm
and
gonna
I'm
totally look
wearing
for
a
that.
Suit and I talk about balls and all these
I
guys
love
are
it.
running around in
I
their
love it.
underwear. It's
Women-
hilarious.
Women are fascinated by men's balls, you know. I don't know why there's such a fascination. Maybe it's because they look like elephants from the back.
I don't know why, but it's very funny. It's very well written, and the whole campaign is kind of like the most.
Sounds terrific. I want to
Except
watch
now I
that.
play him.
Is it on YouTube? Can we find it on
Yeah,
YouTube? do you
just
think?
Google Saks underwear and Nina Bergman.
Okay,
Definitely.
we're gonna do that then.
I put I think 2 of them on my Instagram, but there's 5 of them running because I'm getting residuals, so I know that they're
So
running.
you guys can follow Nina on Instagram and Twitter. It's at Nina Bergman, NinaBergman. What's your website? Is it like ninabergman.com or something?
NinaBergman.com. Yeah, very.
There you
easy.
go. So you guys can check it all out. Everybody check out Hell Hath No Fury. Also check out what's the other new one that we called about?
the
Seize the Night. Seize the Night. They're on Amazon Prime. Go look for the Balls commercial for Saks Fifth Avenue on YouTube. And it got banned for the Super Bowl. That means you know it's got to be great. And,
It's good. It's really funny. You guys are gonna.
I'm gonna love it. But anyway, I want to say something really quick. I met Ingrid Bergman for I really didn't meet her. I sort of walked by her years ago, and I'm so happy that you have a Bergman name because it's such a good name, Ingrid Bergman, and now you Bergman. You know, it's good. It's a healthy name.
Yeah, I mean, my grandparents are Swedish, so
Yep.
yeah.
I like
Yeah.
So good luck with everything. We're definitely going to be in touch and stay in touch. We want to thank you for coming on the show. You've been a fabulous guest, and we wish you
And I
all the
hope to
best
see
with
you
everything you're
socially
doing.
one day.
Oh, absolutely.
We have to chat. We'll go to lunch or something when we're in
Yeah, I
town.
would love that.
We have a lot of stuff to talk about.
Absolutely.
Anyway, you're delicious, you're delightful, and you made me delirious. And thank you for coming on our show and being open, honest, and fun and terrific. And yes, I do hope I work with you in 2 movies. Be an honor of mine to work with such a gifted actress.
Me too.
I work with a lot of crap sometimes.
So does she. She understands that too. So
Yeah.
Nina, thank you so much. Best of luck, and we'll talk soon. If you need anything, let me know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, beautiful.
Pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Love it,
I
love it, love
love
it.
her.
Wasn't
She's
that
a-
fabulous, guys?
Everybody, isn't she the sweetest thing?
So we're gonna play a real quick music video and bring on our next guest. This is "Follow Me" by Nina Bergman. I don't know if this is a short video or a long video because I never looked at that to see. But we will bring her back. Everybody in the chat room loved it. We're gonna come back with Stacy and Gil, but check out "Follow Me" by Nina Bergman.
She's forgotten how it feels when it all falls down. Remember everything a little more today. She's forgotten what she said when it all falls down. And I remind her again. When she can't remember who she is when it all falls down. Pretending everything is fine when all is wrong. She can't remember feeling love when it all falls down. And I remind her again. When everything falls down and you can turn around, my heart is in your hands.
Yay, everybody. That was Nina Bergman. Follow me. And now we're going to bring on our next guests. Yay. Hey, Stacy and Gil. How are you?
Hey, I love you guys. I'm so excited to be back on the show.
Yes, we're excited to have you. Gil, say something. Let's make sure we can hear you.
You got it. I'm doing fantastic. How are you guys? And thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, no, we're terrific. And Gil, you have to tell me, how do I correctly pronounce your last name? Laredo?
Laredo. But
Laredo.
Everybody says it their own way. I'm very personable that
I
way.
mean,
You know?
I can't believe you didn't know how to say Laredo.
Yeah, but look at how it's spelled. Laureiro. That's not, doesn't look like Laredo.
Yeah, well, I'm Italian, so I could speak it.
So it's Laredo.
Yes.
Laredo.
Laredo. Okay.
No, not like Larry. Laredo. It's Mexican or Spanish or South American.
Wait, say it one more
It's
time,
something.
Gil.
Laredo is
Laredo.
Yeah.
You're
anyway.
Mexican or what are you?
no, I am half Spaniard
Cuban.
and half Sicilian.
Oh, you're Sicilian.
I'm actually from Uruguay, South America.
Okay, so you ran away from the Nazis.
Yes. Well, the Nazis ran down to me. Yes.
Because
My
everybody,
last name, it's like I ran away from Santa Claus. Like,
all the Italians that went to South America ran from from Mussolini.
Oh, they're talking about how great you guys look in
All
the
right,
chat
now-
room already.
yeah,
Hold on,
let-
wait. I want to do an intro.
Introduce us. I want to get.
All right,
to-
everybody.
to
Now
the
we want to
juicy
welcome
stuff.
to the Jimmy
All
Star
right.
Show with Ron Russell. We're welcoming back the fabulously talented and gorgeous Stacy Toy and Gil Laredo.
Lorejo.
Larejo, Gil Larejo, and we want to welcome you guys. We're going to talk about your lives and NFT drop. And before we get started, let me introduce you to my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
All right.
Hey, now listen. So
And we have a chat room full of
wait.
people. Say hi to everybody in the chat room.
you guys
Hey,
are
guys.
awesome. I love
There
it.
we
Can
go.
you
So now
come to
wait.
my house and tell me that stuff all the time? Because
I know.
Great.
listen. The last time you were on our show,
Mhm.
you wanted to meet this guy. I tell us that's the love story. I love it.
Yes.
Ooh.
So you guys asked me a question because Dave from the UK wanted to jerk off to me. So you asked me to.
Yeah, he's in there now, too.
I did. Thanks so much. I'm here because of you, man. So I answered when
I'm a big supporter, Dave. Big supporter.
you asked me the question if I was dating, and I said,
I asked you
we're
that question.
talking, and he heard that, and he's like, oh, so we're talking, and then he put on all the moves and officially asked me out because of your show. So
See that? He's good
He helped
looking.
close the deal, guys.
thank you. You're my
Yeah,
wingman.
but
Way to go, Dave.
you make a beautiful couple because she's beautiful and you're handsome.
He says happy to help,
Very
laughing,
much.
laughing my fucking ass off. He says,
Right.
That's great. That's so awesome. I didn't even have to show my boobs, and I still won.
I
Like,
know.
you don't have to do it, ladies.
The power of influence, guys.
There you go. I love it. So
So wait a minute. So now you're dating seriously, or what is it? Do you think there's marriage up the road? Hey, you over there, guy. You
Okay,
think
well,
you're gonna
you're gonna do-
propose? You think you're going to propose to her?
Well, I think it's down on the road. There's definitely that toll booth there. You know what I mean? But I'm
Don't
definitely
give
in
me
the
no
right
bullshit.
lane.
Look,
I am
look,
definitely in the right lane. Let me tell you that, Ron. You know, I
I'm
just
a
got to keep it on
listen,
cruise
listen.
control, and I'll be okay.
No. I'm Italian. I'm a 100% Italiano. I'm 100% Italian.
Mhm.
And if she were my daughter, I would say to you, if you don't engage my daughter in 6 months, I'll break your fucking legs on the curb. You will never see tomorrow. I call my friends. They come, they smack you around, they teach you some manners, you know. And if you don't marry my daughter, God forbid you knock her up, you're dead. But if you you put a ring on
my
my daughter.
first husband's dead. Remember that. So, like, my track record. Google me. I come up in an obituary. There's no lying. Okay.
oh my God, that was. You guys make such a cute couple, though. I've never
They're
seen you together
adorable.
like
Look
that.
at
You
them.
really
Well,
do look.
You're really
Guys, let me
gorgeous
tell you
together.
this: if that passed, that information didn't scare me,
No.
our families can meet any day. Trust me.
Yep. I mean, I met him because he was friends with my father. So when I was in high school, we would sell like hamburgers and hot dogs at the fair to raise
Yes.
money for kids' organizations and things like that. So, I remember my mom saying, "Oh, he's so good looking," and I'm like, "Yeah, he is." Never knowing, here we are today. So
I think
I
it's
have to tell you
wonderful.
too, Gil. You have the most beautiful smile.
I like
Thank
it.
you.
Like
Are
it's
those
just
teeth,
beautiful.
Are those teeth yours?
Well, I paid a lot for it, but they're mine. I got the title.
You know, he's good looking, and he's got a sense of humor. Now, if he's hung, he's perfect.
Well, you
That's
know,
why I'm here, boys. See what I told you.
gotta buy the NFT for that one, you know.
I don't want to kill him, so it's got to be doing something right. Yeah.
You have a lot in common with Eileen Shapiro.
I know. I love that lady.
Eileen,
we should say hi to Eileen. I don't think she's here, but that way she'll hear it when she watches the replay.
right when she reruns it. You know, Eileen is a size queen. I hate to say it, but it's sad. But Eileen checks men out. She really can tell by looking at a man in his trousers what he's got. And we have fun with her because then we ask the guy later, getting around, and she's 9 out of 10 times right. I don't know if she has X-ray vision or she has, I don't know what, but she really
Well, Jesus definitely exists because after what I saw, like the miracles have been happening everywhere.
if he's Sicilian, he's got it. I mean, you know, Italians are not shortchanged by any means.
So hold on. So you guys can follow Stacy on Twitter and Instagram. She's easy because it's at Stacy Toy, but Stacy is an E in it, so it's STACEY Toy, and that's Instagram and Twitter. You can follow Gil on Instagram under Gil_, and then his last name LAUREIRO. And then they've also got their company that they work with together. It's called NFT Drop LLC. NFT Drop, and you can follow their Instagram that they just started. It's at NFT Drop LLC, and we're going to talk about a couple of other things and then go back to NFT Drop just so people kind of know a little bit who you guys are. Besides the fact that you're dating and that Ron was instrumental in getting you together.
And I have to say one more thing over there, Gil.
Yes.
Just because her last name is Toy, she's not going to be your toy.
Ron, she is my toy.
No. I'm calling. I'm calling Brooklyn right after.
She is my toy, you know. And
no. She's nobody's toy. She's marrying goods. No, she's no toy. You don't toy with her. She's no toy.
I don't fucking play like that.
Rod, she's my sexy toy. Yes.
Oh no. She's
sexy toy that will one day be a wife.
Okay.
He is in layaway, yes.
Yes, there you go.
It's off the shelves, guys, you know.
You get your Rolex, so, you know, again, I'm doing good. So.
Well, listen, now what the fuck is your company about? I haven't a clue. Jimmy said it's like Bit Toys, or what is it called?
I told her it's the next evolution after Bitcoin because he
he
had to say Bitcoin in the movie and they had to shoot it like 15 times because he couldn't say Bitcoin.
No, you know what? I played General Milan in a movie, and I'm talking, and the guy is telling me about a Bitcoin. I had no idea what they were and had never heard of it. So I blew the line. Then I said to the guy, "What the fuck is a Bitcoin coin, whatever?" And they explained it, and I still have trouble with that word. Don't ask me why, but I cannot get that word ever right. Now, your business is one up or down or better than or like
it's the next of all evolution.
No, I want it in easy terms. Don't give me fancy schmancy. No fancy talking. I want you to do it as simplistic as you can because we have a lot of old bags out there like me that are half shot. So you have to, you know,
shot
with elephant balls, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, she listened to that earlier.
Right.
I actually said, "Damn, Ron, yeah, that's a pretty good impression of an elephant." Yeah.
So tell everybody, what does NFT
Easy.
Drop? What is NFT? First of all, tell them what NFT stands for. I know what it stands for, but for people who don't know, tell them what NFT stands for.
Well, NFT stands for non-fungible token. Nobody.
All right, hold it. Stop.
That means either.
Stop. What is a non-refundable?
No, non-fungible token.
What the fuck is fungible?
It's unique.
Yo hablo español here at this point in time.
That's why they put it all together and they just say NFT.
Right, but what it is unique. So it represents that every one of those tokens is unique from the other. They're none alike and they're none the same, but it's not so much the same as look, it's more the same as value. So it's based on monetary value. A Bitcoin, one Bitcoin is equally the same value as the other Bitcoin, but one NFT is not the same value of another NFT.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I do. So hang on. Just listen. Everybody else will get it.
Tell me again.
So hold on.
What you sell products? What is it?
Give her an example. Give her an example.
Yeah. Ron, I got you. This is the easiest way to explain an NFT from my eyes. It's a coupon.
Like a Raleigh cigarette coupon years ago.
It's a coupon. It's like your Sunday coupons. It's a coupon. That coupon you can use to sell your products, your ideas, your art, your music, your videos, your farts.
Wait. I buy it.
anything.
Wait, I buy
farts.
Wait,
They made over 200 grand selling their farts.
No, I
already.
saw that. I saw that. I saw that.
wait, listen. I can buy a coupon from you.
Yes.
How much does a coupon cost?
Depends.
Well, it depends. Let's say the microphone you're speaking in. You can buy an NFT for that microphone for whatever the value of the microphone is, brand new. And one of the values you get from buying that NFT is that you receive the actual brand new microphone
Okay.
in the mail.
That you use.
So
so it's
years,
a
years
one-on-one.
and years ago, there was a cigarette called Raleigh's cigarette.
Yep.
Raleigh's had a coupon on the back of the cigarette pack.
Yes.
If you saved up enough coupons, you could go to the Raleigh shopping center and get a toaster or an iron or something. Is
Right.
that what you're doing?
Not necessarily, but yes, it can be done. That's the confusive part here is that there is no limits or rules of what you can do with an NFT.
Yeah, and essentially,
Can I buy a car through you?
yes,
Anything, yes.
anything that you can think of. Like, I love it because I've been studying all of this in this world for like 5 years now. And I still don't know how everything works because everything's changing all the time. But having your hand in the next thing that's kind of rolling. I mean, even President Biden signed cryptocurrency for the country, along with over 100 other countries, to make the country currency on crypto. Fidelity started offering their 401ks to their people in crypto. It's just starting to.
You can pay people on PayPal in cryptocurrency.
Yep, absolutely.
What is crypto?
Crypto is the currency. So like Bitcoin and the actual coins that are money value. Now, NFTs are tokens, not coins, and they're more of an asset.
Right.
So
In a simplified
eventually-
form, it's an electronic currency. That's all it is.
Okay, so eventually money will no longer be used. Currency as we
Exactly.
know it.
Correctly.
We're going to be using this stuff.
Teresa Sabin wrote
Wait a
in the
minute.
chat room.
Isn't this what Sue Wong is doing? Sue Wong is selling her house for
As an NFT.
$100 million.
I think something like that.
Right.
She's asking $100 million through your thing, your NFT.
So Teresa wrote digital art that's preserved on the blockchain forever, digital currency.
Yes.
Kind
but
of.
it's more than that.
Yes.
It can be art. It can be a product. It could be a physical thing. It could be, a store.
Farts.
It could be a book.
They said the people are selling their farts.
Like I'll give you an example, guys. Let's say you want to you're doing consulting services, right? So you're selling your time. So now what you do is you can do an NFT of an hour block of your time. So now whoever buys that NFT, they bought an appointment with you for an hour. So now I don't have to text you. I don't have to go to your website. I don't have to call you on the phone or anything like that. I just bought the NFT and you sold me an hour of your consulting to me through that NFT. You see, that's why I call it a coupon. You can make an NFT do whatever you want to do. If you want it to be art, which is what the majority of the world out there really looks at or thinks about right now when you say an NFT, that's fine. But an NFT can sell a physical thing, a time thing, an imaginary thing, ideas, you name
We're
it.
raising money for people to film.
Oh, okay. Hold it. Stop. Hold. Don't go any further. I need $1,500,000 to finance my movie.
There
How
you
do
go.
How do I get it?
You talk to us right
That's
after
right.
the show.
Okay, right after the show, I want $1,500,000. I'm telling you now. I need money I got the cast, I got the story. It's a wonderful movie. I just need $1,500,000 to get going. So you can get me $1,500,000.
Well, the key is to sell enough NFTs to create your $1.5 million.
And we're also
Wait, hang on. You sell the NFTs for me, right?
We create it. We sell.
And
the sign you can
what
get, so-
percentage of my 1.5 do you get?
Well, we're not
We-
telling you that over the air because
But-
we get a very small slice of the pie.
So out of my 1,500,000, say you get 250,000.
Well, we'll probably try to sell 2 million. So you walk away with your 1,500,000.
Oh, so you're talking. That's a good racket you're in, Jimmy. Get in this business.
It's not a
How does
racket.
Jimmy? How does Jimmy get?
You
how
hooked
does-
me up with my man, so we'll be here to hook you up.
No, but how does Jimmy get in this? I have no head for business. I'm an actor. All my life, I've been an actor.
So hang on.
I have never written a check. I don't pay bills. I have no idea how much money I earn or what I've got. Jimmy knows all of that.
So
I
wait.
have no idea.
So you guys, they have a company. The company's called NFT Drop.
I love
It's
it.
a celebrity client-based company that collaborates and drops NFTs for purchase. If you guys remember 2 or 3 weeks ago, we had Rusty Gilligan on. He's the comic book artist. And so on Friday, he works. That's how we met him. We met him through Stacy and Gil to come on the show. And he dropped an NFT on Friday, which was digital magazine covers that he created, right? Tell us what it is.
Yes,
quick.
it's antique magazine covers like Buffalo Bill, 1907, Zorro, yeah,
The golden
Those
era
are nice. Those are
erotica
nice.
girls that are like, kind of naked but still tastefully covered. There's mystery. There's
right.
Everything, every kind of genre you can imagine: sci-fi, horror, thriller, romance, all that
Yep.
jazz. And we're selling them as you can get a physical copy of the magazine cover to frame and then put in your home. And then you also get the digital copy of that where you can put it in your metaverse or keep it in your wallet, or there's a lot of stuff you could do. And I don't want to, go too crazy because I know it confuses people. But essentially then an NFT, when you produce one, every time it sells for the rest of its life, which could totally surpass all of our lives, you still make a percentage on every sale, even if you're not the owner of it, but you're the original person.
Now, let's say I need 2 million. How do you go about getting the 2 million, and what do people get in return for their investment?
Depends on what they create for you.
Yeah, it's literally
Right,
anything. We're
it's-
inventing the wheel with this. Like
Right.
anything goes.
But how do you advertise? What do you do? Do you walk in the street saying I need 2 million?
I hire your husband. What do you think I do?
So
and,
you get,
and Eileen, the dick, she can tell, and so I trust her for that. She's a
We had a guy on the show with
oh, wait a minute. Aren't you doing a movie now that's an whatever the fuck it is, FFT?
No.
I thought you were doing one.
No. You have to just listen now. Don't ask questions because
I'm
you're
not.
not going to get it anyway. And so let's let everybody else who will get it kind of like
Yeah,
get
but
it.
I want $2 million.
But we had a guy on the show who he developed the lips, the tongue and lips for the Rolling Stones.
Nice.
And so he sold his original art as an NFT. This is like almost a year ago already, probably like when it was I just really hearing about it, and he sold it for $1.3 million.
Mm-hmm.
So NFT is definitely, and I have to commemorate you, Stacy, because like I've probably only known you like 2 years, or whatever, but you were talking about NFTs and Bitcoins and stuff way before like anybody else.
I
ever
was
was
telling
doing
Eileen,
it.
like, you should tell all the artists to get in there for NFTs. And she was like, well, I don't really know how to explain it, or, it's just not. But I knew, and I could tell and see what was going to happen. So I just never gave up on it. And
So you guys, if you have a really cool something that you want to do as an NFT, you should actually follow NFT Drop LLC on Instagram or Stacy and send them a message, because they're like the leaders in the NFT metaverse. Stacy's been doing it longer than everybody. There's a lot of companies popping up all over the place trying to do it, but their company is like the leader in it, and they know what they're doing.
They're going to get me 2 million.
And so you definitely need to like if you want to do it, and it can be like all kinds of things. I know that people who make movies do it, NFTs, people who have cool memorabilia,
So
rock
wait a minute,
stars.
hang on. If you knew about this, why are you making me suffer to get the money for my movie?
Because it's not that easy to go get $2 million as an NFT. You have to have
If
something.
that guy got $1.5 million for a pair of lips, my movie is a hell
Yeah,
of
but
a
it's the
lot
most
better.
iconic piece of art, like in the
What,
music
somebody's
world.
lips?
Huh?
So
It's the Rolling Stones lips. They're the most iconic
Well, you know
band
what?
in the
I'm gonna
world.
I'm going to make a cast of my penis and sell that. How's that?
You can
all
do
right,
that.
now you're
There you
talking
go.
value.
That's
you
the
gotta
value. That's
show
how
up.
they do it.
You've got to show up. Okay. You cannot disappoint. But yeah, no, there's different platforms for all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, literally, there are so many endless ideas and things that we could utilize. And I know that I'm pretty good at coming up at a lot of that different stuff with ideas, and he's very good at the business side of stuff. Our chief technical officer, he's been in the NFT game and with Bitcoin since it first started. So we really have a really great team of people that are just so good at their positions, and it just really works well because nobody wants to fight and have drama. Because I don't do what he does. Our CTO doesn't do what we do, and we don't want to. That's why we're all do separate stuff.
That's
so
right.
great.
Right.
So it works out perfect.
And just to say this, that's the separator between our company and other NFT companies.
Yes.
If you look at the NFT owners or partners, it's usually just technical people. If you look at our company, you have a marketing specialist right here. We have our CTO, Rod. He is tremendous on what he does. And I have an extensive business experience myself. And sales also. So between the three of us, we have a niche of all different parts of a market for a business, to where when we approach the product, we approach it in a total different way, not just in a technical way. That's why a lot of people look at an NFT and they're thinking about just art. Yeah. Ron, is simple. It's not just art. What makes the NFT mainly valuable is the value that you add to it. So let it be a physical item, let it be an apparel, let it be a autograph photograph or an autograph piece, let it be the actual physical art in a canvas that you're getting, right? Let it be an additional 10-20% donation to a great nonprofit organization from the gross sales of the NFTs, right? So you got to give the person that's buying value. Now, some people buy it because they want the physical stuff besides the digital stuff. A person like me, from a business background, I look at it as an investment. Okay. So when I buy it, I don't claim the physical items or whatever benefits they give me. I leave it alone, because when I resell it later as my own collectible, I'm reselling it with all the values that came with it. So now it's worth a lot more than if I took the autographed picture out of it, put it on my desk, and I'm trying to sell just a digital image as an art. You see, that just values the whole thing. And every time people sell it, the original creators make a royalty.
So the nonprofits in turn make a royalty. Your movie would in turn continue to make money, so you can make a sequel if you did them really well.
So it's kind of like a pyramid.
No, not at all.
It's like stocks and bonds.
Right.
Because then stocks are in there, and then bonds are physical, what you can hold. Even though
how are you compared to, like, say, an eBay?
No, it's not like
No,
eBay.
not.
Listen, there are plenty of people. We have 5 million viewers, okay? Out of the 5 million, we have a lot of people like me who have no idea what's going on in this world today. We lived 50 years ago. So please, you can get a lot of new people if you are specific. And don't pity me. Understand me. When you're 82 years old, I hope you understand what they do to you in those days.
I'm being nice.
You're being nice.
I love you. I love you.
Such a huge world that you'll never understand.
I'm going to simplify.
This is the kind of conversation that you can't have in 30 minutes. So we want to just do basics.
I'm going to simplify it. I have an 04 Audi TT custom car convertible that's very, very classic and very valuable.
There you go.
I want to sell it. So I give it to you, and you sell it for me.
You give me an image, yes.
Then,
you can give him an image.
Right.
But
So you get me 25,000, we'll say. Then that person sells it for 50,000.
You get a royalty out of that.
Oh, really? So I get out of so I can make money twice on it.
You can make money.
Resells every time it resells.
Right.
You can make money. That's very clear to me now. Now you cleared it up. Okay. So every time this product sells, if it belongs to you, every time the product sells, you make money on it. I like that.
If it sells, again, it has
so
to.
My movie would make money, of course, because it's a feature film. It's going to go in movie theaters, and it will make money all over the world in foreign market as well as DVD.
Yeah, but you can't sell that until after it's done. You have to have a
I know
product
that. No.
I'm just
no, Jimmy.
We have blockchains for things like that now. So the one company that
he'll never get that.
But see, Jimmy, don't interrupt me. So if my movie makes $1 million, we'll say, the people that invested in it will make money on that million. But when it goes worldwide, if it makes 100 million, those people get back an investment.
That's different though, because that's not an NFT. That's just a regular movie.
Right.
That's like a product.
They can buy it and then have their name in the credits, at the end. And the purpose of buying the token is to have their name in your credits.
There you go.
Yeah, but if a DVD is made of my movie,
Yes.
Every time that DVD is sold, nobody
You
makes
don't
a
want a
cut.
DVD. Nobody watches DVDs anymore.
But
You
for
know what I
example
mean.
purposes,
ACR, whatever the hell they call
right,
it.
Ron, for example purposes, as far as the DVD, that has nothing to do with the NFT, okay? But now when you do the NFT, you can be selling anything. You could be selling portions or percentages of rights to your movie.
But they're worth
Okay.
money.
Which people will be interested because when let's say they buy an NFT for $250, okay, and that gives them like 0.25% of for your movie, right? When your movie goes out on theaters, that's when revenue is shown, and that's what makes the value. So people are buying it for the future investment. So that's why it's like a stock or a bond. You're investing on something that you're looking to make. Either you love what they're giving you personally, or you're buying it as an investment to be able to make more money later. And that's where the resales come in, and that's where the royalties come in. But it works similar to when you have a movie and a DVD, and every time they sell a DVD, you get a royalty. Same mentality, same process in a way.
Kind of, because you're also taking out the middleman of distribution.
Right.
Because
Now I
you don't have
understand.
to worry about them marking things off
Right.
for marketing forever, like Lionsgate. Like Lionsgate's never made a profit, and they never will.
Right.
Hookers and
So-
blow,
I don't like Lionsgate anyway. But anyway, but no. Now
There goes that one.
All right.
No,
That was the pitch.
I totally understand now what your company's about. See, it takes a little while.
But Ron,
a lot of people my age had difficulty. I'm sure if I ran this by my friends on Long Island, I wonder if they know. I'm going to call them later and see if they know what you guys are all about.
NFT is.
Maybe
Well,
I'm
Ron,
just the only dumbbell.
let me tell you, we are working on an actual simplified movie, not movie, but video, really, sorry, video, to where it's going to explain these things, how it works, even in layman's terms. So like that, people can come to the website and be able to watch it and be able to understand what it is, how it works, and the possibilities and all that stuff. Because to be able to
What's
explain
the website? What's the website?
Well, the other thing that we're doing, because they're not going to be up yet, but we are collaborating with Kevin Smith for his very first film festival in August. And then we're also collaborating with another company that we work with called Filmio, that is the only secure like blockchain company for film and distribution on the blockchain. And they're really I can't wait until it comes out, all of the stuff that they're like putting into play. But for example, the film festival in August, we're going to be doing certain NFTs, offering the NFTs, you know, as prizes, making like the tickets or something NFTs, because it's the first year for one that they want to continue. You know, just bringing value to that platform, but it helps especially indie artists and people making movies, because now you don't get screwed like everybody else does. I mean, we've all made indie films. You'll never see money from that. And if you do, it's probably because you know somebody, because they'll mark that stuff off until forever. I know Predator took 27 years for them to pull in their first check, because the executive producer said on the 25th anniversary DVD that he got his first check just a couple months prior to that. So
no, money on the back end is like, forget about it.
I know, but that's why nobody.
Fantasy. Now wait a minute.
This bypass all of that.
Yes.
One more question. So now, if I make profit on the goodies, do I pay tax?
Yes, you do. And you will be paying capital gains tax, which is much lower than income tax. Because it's taxed as a investment, like a stock or a bond.
Or you can keep it in the crypto world
and pay nothing.
Pay nothing, because it's on the blockchain, which isn't the United States or monitored or governed by anyone, which is why you have to be careful with a lot of stuff too. But utilizing all of, you know, specific platforms and knowing where to go, they are ready to handle that kind of stuff. And so that's the people that we work with.
I have a question. How long do you think it'll take before
you get my $2 million?
No, before. How long do you think it'll
Make
take?
us look good, Ron.
How long do you think? How long do you think it'll take for cryptocurrency and all this NFT to be more main? Like right now, like nobody really. You guys understand it because you're like, it's your business and you understand it. I would imagine if you went out and asked, 100 people, probably 3 of them might know something about it. Like people don't really know. How long do you think it'll take before it becomes more like mainstream? That it is like a mainstream currency I know it's a mainstream currency, but I mean a popular mainstream currency where everybody's like participating in it.
Well, Walmart, for example, is going to be rolling out within the next, few months their metaverse, which is going to also offer everything in the Walmart stores. It's going to offer everything from healthcare to loans to, financial different opportunities and things like that. Amazon, Apple, Nike, everything that you can imagine, it's already on the metaverse. People are shopping on the metaverse, getting clothes from H&M on the metaverse. It's been happening. Like, this isn't, I know like the older generation.
We're just old. Yeah, we're just old.
But you have to evolve in certain things, because now the president just signed a thing saying that our money is going to turn into cryptocurrency. And so is the rest of the world.
Of course.
I'm sorry, it is happening. Nobody wants to learn new things and have to evolve, but it's ultimately to make more money for everybody else too in the future. Whereas the dollar would go down because other people are hoarding it under their mattresses in South America and all these other countries, and we have to print more, then putting us in more debt. Now every single thing will be accounted for on the blockchain.
Right.
And it has to be verified between all these different node holders, so nobody could screw, people out of what needs to be done, because a million other computers now have that information, and they're not going to
and it's
let it happen.
The information is shared. Okay, look at it this way: it's been over 30 years since the World Bank in key countries from G7 been looking at how to convert us all into electronic currency. It wasn't able to be done back then. The internet was not invented. People believe on physical things that I can touch and have. Okay. So now they've been working on this for, like I said, for decades. Now, this is the next economic evolution. People are ready now to start being confident due to online banking, ATMs, and all of that. Okay. To trust the electronic numbers. Now, the difference between crypto in the world we live in now here, let's say, for example, the United States, okay, is that the United States is a centralized system, okay, is owned or controlled by a certain corporation or identity, right? If your money's on PNC is the one that owns all the information of where your money is and where that it moved. The crypto world is a decentralized market, which means no single person has the information. The information is distributed throughout the whole network.
So you can find out anything.
Everything is trackable. So now you can hoard dollars in Colombia from, back in the 80s from all the coke and never bring it back here. So we need to print more money, right? No, guys, that's a huge problem. That's what they value our money more than anything else, right? Because if you have enough, remember, it used to be called a silver certificate. They have silver, gold, or jewels to back each dollar.
Yes.
So the example is, to keep it simple, I print $100 bill, 100 single dollar bills, because that's how much silver, gold, or jewels I have to back it up. Now, Ron ran to Colombia and he took 25 of those dollars, right? So, Jimmy, the end of the month came, we got to pay the bills, because he don't pay the bills, right? He already said that, so he ain't worrying about it. But now you're like, shit, I only have $75. I need $100 to pay the bills. So guess what? Gil, do me a favor, print me 25 more dollars. Okay, I do that. Now the dollar is not worth $1 because you don't have enough gold, silver, or jewels to back it up if everybody cashes it in. So that creates inflation. Okay. And the dollar drops. When the dollar drops, because it's the world's currency, everything else go up. Your food, your oil, your petroleum, you name it, construction, your paycheck now is no longer $500 hypothetically. Now you're really making $475.
So hang on one sec, because we've only got a minute, and I want you to say hi to Jason Taylor real quick.
Hey, Jason!
He's in there. Jason's the coolest, and I think that this is the most fascinating thing ever, and I think that I read about it all the time. I read all the news things, but I didn't really always understand it. The coupon thing really helped me a lot, actually.
Even he didn't get it, so I don't feel so bad.
I know you're not supposed to feel bad. Nobody get. A lot of people don't get it.
I don't give a shit about any of it. Where's my $2 million? No, listen, Jimmy's the producer of my movie, so he's going to be talking to you guys. If you could really get me $2 million, I'm in.
We'll be talking, Ron.
We'll
yes.
talk, but you know,
Talk
we'll
to
use
Ji-
Ron
talk-
as a
talk
case
to
study,
Jimmy.
everybody. So don't come bombarding us.
Yeah, I know. Don't. Yeah,
like,
that's
unless
not really how it works, you guys. Ron's just
What,
always
what?
hooked up on the movie thing. So you guys listen, if you want to learn more information or if you have something that you think would make a great NFT, especially if you're, I always just go to memorabilia because I know memorabilia works for people because I've seen it happen. Check out NFT Drop LLC on Instagram. Follow Stacy Toy. It's STACEYTOY on Instagram or Twitter. And Gil's is at Gil_LAUREIRO. You guys, I think it's amazing. You guys check out NFT Drop. Check out the ones that they just did with Rusty Gilligan, and we want to thank you guys for coming on. And we'll have to do it again actually because it went so fast. I can't believe how it went so fast. It's like we just got into it. And it's already time to go.
Totally interesting, and yes, I did get the gist of it. I understand it, and I think it's a good deal. And I think that it's sad that I haven't touched money in 35 years. Jimmy will tell you.
He won't
that.
touch money because it's dirty.
No, I saw a documentary.
You'll never touch it with crypto neither. Trust me.
Yeah, you don't touch it.
No, I saw a
It's
documentary.
very hygienic.
I saw a documentary years
gotta
ago
go,
about
hurry
what
up.
was on a dollar bill, and I stopped touching it ever since.
You gotta it's
All
funny.
right,
He
well,
doesn't touch it. So you guys, Stacy and Gil,
Hey,
thank you
listen,
guys.
you
Check
gotta
out
come
NFT
back.
Drop. We'll have them come back, you guys,
You
and we'll
have to
spend more
come
time
back.
because it's amazing.
And this way,
Thank you for having us.
I'll shut my big mouth. We won't do jokes. We'll just go right into you talking intelligently about what is it called? NFT?
No, we want your
NFT.
Oh, I got it right. NFT.
questions. You know
We
what I mean?
got. We like
Anyway,
love
I'm
it.
glad about your romance. I think
Oh yeah,
it's
me too. You guys,
exciting.
congratulations.
Now
You're
we
a
know
beautiful
who-
couple. All right, you guys. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Roxy. Thank you. We'll see you guys next week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Can turn out to be so wrong.
Yeah, we in the mix. Yeah, we in the mix. It's another episode. Here we go. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest of today's celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ron Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. So come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes? Download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.